it is 40 years since the iconic police crime drama Dempsey Makepeace, as we saw reenacted by Andy, first hit our screens. 20 million people, can you imagine, regularly tuned in? Well, Glynis Barber has really been off our screens ever since, and as she prepares to turn 70 later this year, I know, it's ridiculous, she's here to launch a new series just for us. It's all about how to look good and feel great. Doesn't matter what age you are. Now, you have been ahead of this whole well-being thing for a long, long time. You've kind of lived that, really, haven't you?
I have. And, you know, and I began it in the 80s. I don't know what happened to me. I was in my 20s and I just became very interested and passionate about health and well-being, and I started eating organically, and people laughed at me because it really was not a thing then.
It was kind of considered a wee bit cranky, I suppose.
It was, definitely. I was definitely considered a crank, and people literally scoffed. And I say, OK, get back to me in a few decades and we'll see how we're doing.
Yeah.
And, yes, and I know health and wellness is such a big thing. Of course. Such a big thing now. But, yes, I did, and I started writing about it on my website about 12 years ago. And, yeah, it's just grown, and I'm still very passionate, especially now.
Yeah.
Especially now, I'm thinking, you know, even more so.
But you look fantastic, and it's not just about how you look on the outside. You're a very healthy woman. You know, you take care of yourself.
I try, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, health is the greatest thing we have. And I always think that health and beauty are intertwined because health is beauty.
Right.
Because if you feel good, if you're healthy, you're going to have great skin, you're going to have great energy, you're going to have a good mindset. Yeah. So it's everything.
No,
health.
It absolutely is.
Yes.
And, of course, it's enabled you to keep working as well.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
And, I mean, because I hadn't realised, it's just what I was thinking about. You've been in 3 soaps. You've been in Emmerdale, EastEnders, and then in Hollyoaks, where that was a great part to play in Hollyoaks, wasn't it?
It was. I mean, wow. I never thought I was going to go into another soap, and I never thought I was going to do Hollyoaks. And we were in the pandemic, and they came up with this incredible part of playing a gangster boss.
Yes.
Now, who can say no? Who can say no to that?
But that was what was so good about it. You know, a female gangster boss. You don't usually get that.
Well, they were going to cast a man, and then they had the idea, and good on them, they thought, you know what, we're going to cast a woman in this part. Normally a man would be cast. And it was a brilliant part, so I did that. And, you know, so, yes, I mean, I've had a crazy few years commuting back and forth to Liverpool, you know, doing my website, and, you know, I also do a tremendous amount of voice work, and I voice documentaries, so I'm starting a new little series next week. And I do quite a lot of writing as well. Yeah. So I write for Hello magazine and obviously for my website and other magazines. So, yeah, it's been very full on.
It really has been full on. And I love the fact that you met your husband during the series. Of course, it's very well known that you and Michael have been together for, what, 40 years?
Well, I met him 41 years ago, which is when we started filming.
Goodness sake.
And, yeah, and I keep forgetting how long we've been married, but I think we've been married for 35 years. So, yeah, and they said it wouldn't last.
They said it, the fools, the mad fools. And look, when we talk about sort of like feeling better, and I know with you we're going to, over the next couple of weeks, we're going to look at lots of different things like stress, like anxiety, like kind of beauty treatments you can do at home, things like that. But exercise, a lot of people we just don't do enough.
Well, you know, the one thing I always say on my website is that exercise is the closest thing there is to an anti-ageing pill.
Right.
Because it is so good for you. A sedentary lifestyle, as we all know, is terrible. But the thing that I've discovered in the last few years, and it happened in the pandemic, is that I've completely changed how I exercise, which I will talk about in the series. And I used to be a real gym bunny, and, you know, exercising was a thing. And then, obviously, everything changed during the pandemic, and I started to do more gentle exercise and to work out at home and sort of do a lot more walking. And I find it is so much better for me at this stage of my life. Yeah. So I'm still very, very active. I think I'm fit for my age. Yeah. But I now exercise very differently, and there's a lot of research that backs it up as well.
Sure.
To say that moderate, gentle exercise is actually more beneficial than very
going
strenuous.
for it, yeah.
Depends who you are, depends what age you are.
Yeah.
But yes, it's very beneficial. I mean, there's nothing can beat a good walk.
No,
actually.
exactly, and a lovely walk with the dog and being outside. It's good for you physically and mentally.
Yes.
Well, let's have a look at your exercise routine.
To me, if you want to age well, to look good, and more importantly, to feel good, then there's no one magic bullet. Rather, there are lots of different things you can use, and I call that the toolbox. And one of the most important things in that toolbox is exercise. Up until a few years ago, I used to be a real gym bunny. But then I had a change of mindset and I really started listening to my body, and now I've changed the way I exercise a lot. And one of my favourite things to do is to walk in nature. It's very beneficial. It helps to boost your immune system, it helps to relieve stress and anxiety, it can even improve your sleep. It really is one of the most beneficial exercises there is. Now, I mostly work out at home. There are lots of great workouts on YouTube, and I bought myself some weights because it's very important to do weights, especially as you get older. And I do some cardio. I even do my yoga at home by Zoom sessions. I'm still as healthy and still as fit. And the reason is that the science shows that the first 20 minutes of exercise is the most beneficial, and that gentle and moderate exercise is the best kind of exercise for us. And in fact, it also shows that over-exercising too intense a workout, you begin to lose the benefits. So even though I'm only doing 20 to 30 minutes now, all the days that I feel like I'm still benefiting, and I love to just walk with my dog on the days that I'm tired.
I love that. It's wonderful. Thank you, Glynis. And next week, Glynis is going to be showing us some of her tips to reduce stress, which is so ageing, and also just to improve our well-being generally. Hi there. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. We upload new videos every single day. So click here if you're interested in this video, or head to the homepage for more amazing content.